I'm Miu. I heard your request and I am finally going to make a pattern for this top. Before I start, I wanted to share the things you're going to be needing and also the structure. So starting off with the things you're going to be needing, you're going to be needing a crochet hook, 3.5mm hook, darning needle and scissors. Of course, you're going to be needing mohair yarn. So I got mine secondhand at a market here, so I'm really sorry, but I don't know how many grams it is. I was able to make the top only with one ball because mind you, mohair is really thin. But also that is pertaining to my size, so I would just recommend you getting 1 or 2 balls of yarn for safe measures, because it really sucks when you're creating something and you run out of yarn. And that's all you're gonna need. So I'm gonna explain the structure of the top now, and I made a drawing per usual so you can understand what's going on. I separated the top into 3 parts. The first part makes up the bottom half, which is actually connected, so it's not 2 panels but just one long like circular pattern, like kind of like you're making a skirt. And this top is made out of mostly half double crochets and double crochets, so if you know how to do those, it's going to be really simple. Then the second step is the top half. So it's going to be the top half of the front with the straps, and then the straps directly connect to the back where you attach the bows, and you attach those straps to the previous step 1 piece you made. And then the last step is simply just attaching the sleeves, which are really simple. Before I start, I want to say that most of my designs are original, but this one is actually inspired by a picture I saw, so all credits go to them as well. Let's start. So I'm gonna start off by doing a foundation half double crochet. It's a way to start the project without chaining, and we're gonna be basically working vertically for the horizontal look. If you need more guidance on it, I'll link a video, but I'll explain really simply. So you want to take your yarn, slipknot per usual, want to chain 2. I advise making the tension a little bit looser than you might usually be used to. Yarn over, go through the first hook, pull out, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all. I'm working up, but this is going to be like the bottom of the top. The front and the back are actually connected, so you could technically do 2 panels, but that would really be kind of useless, so like don't do that. But this is 55, so this is the front half, and I'm literally just gonna continue and do 55 more. So it's the back side, and then we connect them and we work up, and that's all we're really doing here. So I marked after 55 and then did 55 more, and this is what it looks like. So now I'm gonna connect it. You really need to make sure that it's facing the right way, or else it's gonna get twisted and you're gonna have to redo it. Gonna slip stitch it through like this. I'm gonna be doing 2 more rows of the same thing of half double crochet, so chain 2 and just go in. So rows 1 to 3 are going to be all 110 half double crochets around, so 55 front, 55 back. Finish 3 rows. So now I'm gonna do row 4, so this is where things change. So from rows 4 through 17, we're gonna do a decrease every other row. I'm gonna decrease where we started here. So it's gonna be chain 2 like usual. And then instead of going to this next one, I'm just gonna skip it and go through here. I think there's like other ways you can decrease it, but like I've just been doing it like this because you can't really tell anyways. So this is row 4. As you can see, it's very tedious.
Explain the decreasing part really badly, so I'm going to just draw it for you. So say this is the first row, you would decrease it first here on the right, and then you would have a row just normally of no decreases, And then when you go to the next row, you have to alternate sides so it doesn't get lopsided. So you want to decrease on this side. So do it normally until you have go to that part that you marked. And then you have another row of no decrease, and then you want to basically continue this pattern all the way to the top. And even when we're working in a part where we just continuously decrease, we want to continue this pattern of starting alternating sides of decreases so that it doesn't get lopsided.
This is what it looks like after row 17. So what I'm going to do now is until row 25, just decrease every single row instead of every other row like we've been doing. So that in the final we have 80 in total, or like 40 on one side. This is step 1 complete, and now we can move on to step 2. So I marked the sides, so now we're only working in the front half. So we're gonna do step 2, so we're gonna start doing the top half and then the sleeves, and then the sleeves will also attach back to the back with the bow, if that makes sense. Stopping here and then chaining 2 and starting again this way. After you finish the first row, you want to chain 2 and then increase. So instead of going here, we're going to go here. So we're going to increase the next 2 rows. The next row, same thing, chain 2 and increase. Okay, I'm done, so I'm gonna do 3 more normal rows and then we can start the 7th row. Okay, so I finished row 6, so we're gonna do 7 and 8. We're doing the same thing, but we're just changing the stitches we're using. So chain 3, do a triple, so yarn over twice, insert, 4 hooks on the chain, and 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Then 2 double crochets. 1, 2. 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, and then single crochets until you get to the other side. So if you're using the same numbers as me, it's going to be 28 single crochets until we get to the other side. Then it's 2 half double crochets, 2 double crochets, and 3 triples. So 1, 2, okay, for the 8th row, we're gonna do the exact same thing. So I finished the 8th row, so now we're gonna move on to straps. It should look something like this, where it goes upwards. So now we're gonna work on the first strap here. Chain 2, and we're gonna do 7 half double crochets. 7. I'm gonna do this for 2 more rows of 7 half double crochets, so including the 2 chains at the top, it would be 8. Chain 2 again. Now we're gonna do 3 rows of 6 half double crochets, so we're just decreasing a little bit. So that is the front strap complete. Now this connects back to the back strap, so I'm gonna increase again 1. So we're gonna do 2 rows of 7 half double crochets, 2 rows of 8 half double crochets, 2 of 9, and then 10, 11, 12. These are the 7 half double crochets. This is 8 and this is 9. Now we're going to do 3 increases, so it's going to be 10, 11, 12. Okay, now we're just going to do 3 more rows of this 12 half double crochets. We're done. I'm going to cut it off now. Pull it through. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Attach this to the other side now. Chain 2, do 7. As you can see. So now that we have that, we're going to attach these, but we're going to attach it later because we can just slip stitch it and start on the sleeves with the same yarn. So I'm just going to do the bow first. So, but you just take your yarn, attach it, and I'm just gonna use double crochets now. I'm gonna double crochet 6, so now I have 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm gonna do this for 31 more rows. So chain 2, we're doing it, attaching it here and going this way. So I'll see you when I'm done. So look, I'm done. I even tied it into a bow already. Now we're doing the final step, which is step 3. We're going to connect this part now. I don't know if you can tell, but this is the back where the bow is, what we just worked on. And then we're going to take the ends and connect it here. The reason why we're doing this last is because we could connect this part using a slip stitch. And then we can just work from here. So chain 2, and I low-key go in just like randomly. So and when you're done, slip stitch it to the other side. So we're going to do the same thing for 3 more rows, and then do the same thing on the other side, and we're done. And I'm done. Looks like this. So cute. It takes some practice, but you tie it like this normally, like you would a knot, and then you have to be really like gentle with it and make sure it's not twisted. That's how you tie a bow. And I'm gonna try it on now. Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comments or on Instagram. And if you make the top, I would love to see it. You don't have to make this with mohair. I've never tried, but if you make it with normal yarn, I think it would also be really cute. I have this idea where the top and the bottom half are like different colors, and it would be so cute. So if you also do that, show me. But thank you for watching. Thank you for asking for this tutorial, and I hope it was good enough. And yes, bye bye.